One morning, as the sun rose over the city, Lily was woken by a loud knock at her door. She rubbed her eyes and opened it to find Tony standing there, out of breath and excited. "You have to see the news," he said. "Something big is happening in the galaxy." Lily followed Tony to the city square, where a crowd had already gathered. Matt was there, and so was Megan, looking serious. People were watching a large screen, showing messages sent from space. The words were translated in many languages, and the news was spreading fast. A strange illness had appeared on several alien worlds, and no one knew how to stop it. The only medicine that seemed to help was a simple one from Earth, an old plant that humans had used for centuries. Now, the aliens who had cast Earth out were sending messages, asking for help. Megan met with the city council and talked with leaders from other towns. Some people thought Earth should refuse to help. "They turned their backs on us," one man said angrily. "Let them find their own cure." But others, including Lily, felt different. "We know what it is like to need help," she said. "If we can save lives, we should," Matt agreed. "We are better than those who lied about us. If we help now, maybe they will finally see who we really are." The council debated all day and through the night. Finally, Megan made an announcement. "We will help those in need, even if they turned us away. We will send the medicine." Tony and Matt worked with the city doctors to grow and prepare the plant. Lily wrote messages in different languages, explaining how to use it safely. Neutral aliens, who still had secret contact with Earth, helped send the first packages through hidden routes. It was dangerous, but they managed to get the medicine to the worlds that needed it. News of Earth's kindness spread quickly. On some worlds, people were surprised. On others, they cheered and called humans brave. Alien children drew pictures of the Earth plant and sent thank you notes to Lily and her friends. One day, Varric sent a message to Lily. "You are changing hearts here," he wrote. "Some who once feared humans now see hope in your actions." But there were also problems. The same aliens who had blamed Earth tried to stop the news from spreading. They told people it was just luck, or that the cure came from somewhere else. Still, the truth moved faster than lies. Pictures and stories showed Earth's medicine saving lives. More aliens started to question why humans had been exiled. Matt and Tony helped organize more shipments. The farms growing the special plant expanded, and new volunteers joined to help. Megan received many messages from alien worlds, asking for advice or simply saying thank you. Lily worked late into the night, translating these messages and helping doctors answer questions. She was tired but happy, knowing they were making a real difference. One day, Lily received a secret message from Varric. Some council members now believe the truth. They are talking about reopening the gates. Be careful, there are still those who fear change. Lily shared the message with Megan. Megan decided to gather all the proof they had, the records Lily found, Varric's messages, and stories from people around the world. "If the council asks, we will show them everything," she said. As the weeks went by, more and more worlds used the medicine. The illness started to fade. In some cities, alien families held celebrations for the humans who saved them. Megan's council sent thank you messages and invited everyone to share stories and ideas. Children wrote new songs about hope, and Lily made a special book of all the kind messages they received. Not everyone was happy. A small group on Earth still wanted revenge and said it was wrong to help those who had hurt them. Matt and Lily talked with these people and told them kindness is our strength. We will not become bitter. We will keep showing the galaxy who we truly are. The city felt different. People were less afraid, and hope was everywhere. Some old friends from alien worlds sent gifts to Earth beautiful cloth, special seeds, and new ideas for building machines. Matt and Tony used some of the alien parts to fix more power stations. Children played games using words from many languages, laughing together as they learned. One evening, Megan gathered everyone in the city square. She spoke to the crowd, her voice strong. We were cast out, but we did not give up. We showed kindness when it mattered most. The galaxy is watching us. No matter what happens next, we have proved who we are. Lily looked at the people around. Her children, parents, old friends, and new neighbors. She felt proud to be human. She knew the story of Earth was not over. Every day brought new hope that the galaxy would change its mind. Then, one afternoon, a small ship landed at the city's old spaceport. Out stepped an alien leader who had once voted against Earth. He bowed deeply and spoke in careful English. "We were wrong," he said. "Your kindness saved us. I bring a message from the council. They will discuss opening the gates." People cheered, and Megan welcomed the alien leader to the council's meeting room. Lily translated the alien's words and listened carefully as he explained how minds were changing in the galaxy. "Not everyone agrees," the leader said, "but many believe it is time to make peace." News spread across the world. Children waved flags and sang songs of hope. Matt hugged Tony and said, "We did it, my friend. We made a difference." Lily spent the night writing a long letter to Varric, thanking him for his courage. "Without you, we would not have found hope," she wrote. But Megan reminded everyone to stay patient. "The gates are not open yet," she said. "There is still much to do. We must keep showing kindness, even to those who doubt us." In the weeks that followed, more ships brought visitors to Earth. Some were old friends. Others were leaders wanting to see the new Earth for themselves. Lily showed them the city, the library, and the gardens. Matt took them to see the new power stations. Children gave them drawings and told them stories about the days of exile and hope. Every night, Lily watched the stars and wondered what would happen next. She knew that whatever the council decided, humanity had changed the galaxy. Earth was no longer alone. People everywhere remembered the kindness that came from a small blue planet. And Lily knew in her heart that one day soon the gates would open again. Life on Earth became a test of human strength and hope. The first year after the exile was full of challenges. Crops did not grow well in some places, and the weather seemed less friendly than before. Many people had trouble finding good food or clean water. Old machines broke down, and it took a lot of work to fix them. But people did not give up. They formed teams to solve problems. Strangers became friends, and old neighbors started helping each other again. Matt spent his days with Tony and the other engineers, fixing machines that everyone needed. They built new water pumps for dry towns and repaired old solar panels to give light to dark streets. Sometimes, Matt and his team tried to use alien parts left behind from the old days, but they had to be careful. Not every piece fit, and some did not work without the right power. Still, every time a new light came on or a family found water running in their home, people cheered. Matt felt tired every night, but also proud. Lily kept working at the library and for Megan's council. She spent hours reading messages from other parts of the world and translating the ones that came in secret from space. Some of these messages were from neutral aliens who risked a lot to send help. They sent advice about farming and medicine. Lily also helped doctors use new ideas to treat sick people. Sharing everything she learned from her old friends in the galaxy dock, there were still hard days. Some people felt angry about being forced home. A few wanted revenge and talked about building weapons, but Megan and the council always said no. "We must show the galaxy we are not like those who lied about us," Megan told everyone. Most people agreed, but there was still bitterness. The news sometimes showed fights between groups who blamed each other for what happened. But Lily and Matt worked hard to help people focus on the future, not the past. Tony started a group for young engineers who wanted to invent new things. He told them, "If the galaxy thinks we are dangerous, let's show them we are smart and kind." The group worked on making small robots to help in farms and hospitals. Children liked watching the robots, and some wanted to learn to build them. Tony made the work fun, turning lessons into games. Lily's work with stories and data led her to something strange. In an old council file, she found records that matched the message Varric sent from the council. It proved someone had changed the facts before the vote. Lily gave this to Megan, who thanked her and told her to keep looking for more proof. Lily felt hopeful for the first time in a long while. One evening, Matt's group finished building a new fusion power generator. It used ideas from human and alien science together. When they turned it on, the city lights glowed brighter than ever before. People gathered in the main square and cheered. Matt smiled as Tony slapped him on the back. "See, we don't need anyone to save us," Tony said. "We can save ourselves," but life was still not easy everywhere. In some towns, crops died from disease and old machines failed. Some people had to leave their homes and move to new places. The council worked hard to help, sending supplies and teams to fix things. Megan reminded everyone, "If we help each other, we will never be alone." Lily met secretly with people who still had friends off-world. They told her that some young aliens on other planets had started to ask questions about Earth's exile. Some of these aliens made secret groups, hoping to change the council's mind. They sent news to Lily in hidden codes. Lily shared this news with Megan, who said, "The galaxy is starting to doubt the lies. One day, they may want us back." As months passed, Lily got another message from Varric. He said more council members believe Earth had been blamed unfairly, but the ones who spread lies were still in power. Varric told her to stay strong. Lily wrote back, thanking him for his courage. She told Matt, who said, "We have friends everywhere, even if we can't see them." Tony and his team built new machines for growing food indoors, and soon people in the cities have fresh vegetables, even in winter. Schools taught children how to make things with their own hands. Lily taught her language classes again, and the children liked learning about the galaxy. They made maps of the stars and drew pictures of places they hoped to see one day. Earth changed in small ways every day. People found hope in each other. Megan's council stayed in touch with their alien friends, sharing news and small gifts in secret. Sometimes they got warnings about danger, but mostly they got messages of hope. Lily's collection of stories grew, and children came to hear her read about faraway worlds and heroes who never gave up. One cold night, Matt and Lily stood together under the stars. They talked about everything that had changed. Matt said, "I still miss the old days, but I think we're stronger now." Lily nodded. "We had to learn how to start again. But we still have dreams, Matt. I think the galaxy will see who we really are." As winter ended, more good news arrived. Some neutral alien ships sent supplies, and new medicines helped cure sick people in far-off towns. The city's lights burned bright, and children played in the parks again. The world was not perfect, but hope was stronger than fear. People knew they had each other, and that was enough for now. Lily looked up at the stars and smiled, knowing that one day humanity would have its place in the galaxy again. Lily stood outside in the morning light, feeling the cool air on her face. The world seemed quieter since everyone had come home from the stars. Life was different now. Many people had lost their homes on other worlds, and some still dreamed about going back. But on Earth, people tried to start over. Old buildings were used again, and empty fields became places for new gardens and crops. Neighbors shared food and tools, helping each other as they learned to live without the galaxies. Help Matt and Tony worked every day in the city's old power station. Without alien technology, they had to fix the old machines. Matt read old manuals and searched for forgotten parts. Sometimes they used parts brought from other worlds. The work was slow, but Matt liked knowing that he was helping people. Tony always made jokes, even when things were tough. He would say, "If we can fix this, we can fix anything." And Matt would laugh. Lily found a new job in the city library. She helped collect old books and data files from everywhere on Earth. Some of the files were so old, nobody remembered how to use them. Lily worked with others to scan the pages, making sure nothing was lost. She also translated documents from alien languages into English and other Earth languages. People wanted to remember everything about the galaxy even. If they could not visit it anymore, many children were curious about life on alien worlds. They asked Lily questions about different planets, animals, and foods. She taught classes at the library, showing them pictures and teaching them words from alien languages. The children listened with wide eyes, and some even drew their own maps of the galaxy at night. Lily often talked with Matt and Tony. They sat by the fire, sharing news from around Earth. Some cities had problems, crops failing, water shortages, or broken power lines. But everywhere, people helped each other. News also came from the spaceports. Some humans were building new ships, hoping one day to return to the stars. Others tried to send messages out, though the galactic gates were closed. One evening, Lily got a secret message from Varric. It was sent through a safe channel that only close friends knew about. The message said, "I am safe. Summon the council. Know the truth. Be patient. Things may change." Lily was happy to hear from her old friend. She showed the message to Matt, who said, "Varric is brave. I hope we see him again." Earth's leaders set up a special council in the capital city. Megan, the former ambassador, became one of the main voices. She traveled to different towns and cities, meeting people and listening to their problems. She wanted to make sure nobody was left out. Megan called for everyone to work together. "We have faced hard times before," she said in her speeches. "We will survive this too. And one day we may return to the stars." Lily joined Megan's team as a translator and researcher. She helped read old treaties, science documents, and alien messages. Some messages were from neutral alien worlds who still wanted to be friends, even if it was risky. Lily made sure those messages got to Megan. The council discussed every message in secret, trying to decide how much contact with aliens was safe. Matt's science group met every week in the city's main hall. Engineers, doctors, and teachers shared ideas for making life better. They talked about new ways to make energy and grow food. They also tried to build new communication devices, hoping to find a way to send messages past the closed gates. Sometimes they argued about what was best, but they always listened to each other. Matt liked being part of something important. One day, Megan received a strange coded message. It was from Varric. He said there were rumors that the group who blamed humans for the trade problems was being watched by other council members. The message said, "Keep hope. The truth is not forgotten." Megan showed the message to Lily and Matt. They knew they must be careful, but they felt a little stronger knowing they were not alone. People on Earth had mixed feelings about aliens now. Some missed their friends and wanted to visit the stars. Again, others felt angry and wanted nothing to do with the galaxy. Megan told everyone, "We must be better than those who cast us out. Let's focus on what we can build here." Most people agreed, but some were bitter. Lily worked on a special project in the library. She collected stories from people all over Earth, stories about life on other worlds, about making friends with aliens, and about the last days before the exile. She wrote them down so nobody would forget. Children came to listen to her read the stories, and parents thanked her for keeping hope alive. As the weeks passed, Earth began to change. New gardens grew where empty buildings had stood. Old machines started working again. People found ways to make new medicines and even began to invent new things. The world was not the same as before, but it was alive with hope and hard work. At the same time, Lily learned from Megan that some people in the galaxy were starting to doubt the exile. Messages from Varric and a few others hinted that not everyone believed the lies about humans. A small group of neutral aliens even sent supplies to Earth in secret. Lily helped translate their notes and sent back thanks. Matt's team finally fixed the city's main power station. When the lights came on again, people cheered in the streets. Tony laughed. "Now let's see if we can fix the whole planet." Matt smiled, tired but proud. He knew it was just one step, but it meant everything. Lily's work in the library also began to pay off. She found an old data file that showed someone had changed messages before the council's vote. It was proof that humans had been blamed unfairly. She gave the file to Megan, who kept it safe. "We will use this when the time is right," Megan said. On quiet nights, Lily and Matt walked in the city park. They looked up at the stars and talked about the future. "One day we'll go back," Matt said softly. "But until then we'll make Earth a place to be proud of." Lily nodded. She missed the galaxy, but she knew home was where her people were. As Earth healed, she felt hope growing in her heart. She knew that whatever happened, they would not give up. The stars were waiting, and so was their future. The days after the council's final decision passed slowly for Lily, Matt, and everyone at the embassy. Earth's people began to pack up their lives on alien worlds. Some families left their homes in a rush, afraid of what would happen if they waited too long. Transports heading for Earth filled quickly, and the lines at spaceports grew longer each day. Matt worked long shifts, helping families get on the right ships. His job was to check the passenger list, fix small problems with luggage, and sometimes just give a worried child a comforting smile. He grew tired, but he did not complain. Lily was busy too. She helped the embassy team contact distant colonies and translate messages from alien authorities. She heard many stories, some sad, some hopeful. There was a woman from Mars who was forced to leave her garden of blue flowers. A group of students from Europa were sent home before their exams. Many humans had lived their whole lives off Earth and were scared to return to a planet they barely remembered. Varric tried to help Lily and Matt when he could. He brought news from his own people and sometimes passed on information from others in the city. One day, he came to Lily with a quiet warning. "Some say that humans are to blame for a trade problem that hurts several worlds. But the evidence is not strong. I think someone is trying to make you look bad." Lily listened carefully. She wrote everything down, hoping it would help someday. She felt a growing sense of unease. She started to suspect that someone powerful wanted Earth out of the Concord for their own reasons. She shared her fears with Matt and Varric late. One night as they watched the lights of departing ships in the sky, Matt was angry. Why would someone do this? "We have always tried to work with everyone." Varric shrugged. "Not all species see change as a good thing. Some are afraid of humans because you bring new ideas and do not always follow old customs." Lily sighed. "We cannot change who we are." That night, Megan called a secret meeting of the embassy's senior staff. She told them, "We must help our people, but we also need to know who is behind this. I will try to speak with our few remaining friends in the council. We need proof." As the days passed, the embassy filled with the sounds of people packing, crying and saying goodbye. Some left quickly, hoping to avoid trouble. Others waited, not wanting to let go of the lives they had built. Aliens who were friends with humans came by with gifts or just to say farewell. Some aliens, however, stayed away or even looked at the humans with suspicion. Matt walked through the city one last time with Tony. They visited their favorite market, now mostly empty. "I'll miss this place," Tony said, picking up a small trinket for his bag. "We used to talk to everyone here." Matt nodded. "Maybe one day we'll be back." On the last evening before the gates were to close, Megan called all the humans together in the embassy's main hall. "We are leaving not because we are weak, but because we have no choice. We will not forget the friends we have made, and we will not give up hope." People hugged each other and shared stories. Some cried. Some tried to be brave for the children. Lily found herself thinking of all the different voices she had heard in the city, and she tried to remember each one. In the middle of the night, Varric found Lily and Matt in the embassy's small kitchen. He whispered, "I have learned something new." A rival group sent messages to several council members before the vote. They claimed humans were building secret weapons. It is not true, but some believed it. Matt looked upset. "If only we could show everyone the truth," Lily nodded. "We need proof. But for now, We have to focus on getting everyone home. The next morning, the final ships were ready to leave. Matt checked the list again and again, worried that someone might get left behind. Lily helped Clara make sure everyone had a safe seat and enough food for the trip. The embassy building felt empty as the last families walked out. Even the walls seemed sad. Varric came to say goodbye. He pressed a small token into Lily's hand. "For luck," he said. "And remember, not everyone wanted this." Lily hugged him. "Thank you, Varric. I will never forget your kindness." The transports lifted off one by one, their engines rumbling through the city. Children watched through the windows, waving at the buildings and parks they were leaving behind. Some parents cried softly. Others tried to smile and told their children that Earth would welcome them home. Matt sat beside a little girl whose parents were too tired to talk. He told her stories about Earth, about forests, oceans, and cities full of music. The girl listened, her eyes wide, as the ship began its journey. During the flight, Lily looked out at the stars. She wondered what Earth would be like now. She worried about her friends who stayed behind. Like Varric, she promised herself that she would find a way to thank him and to learn the truth about why humanity was cast out. When the ships landed on Earth, crowds waited to welcome the returning people. There were hugs, cheers, and tears. The new arrivals were tired but grateful to be home. Some brought alien plants, small pets, or artwork from faraway worlds. Lily and Matt helped everyone find places to stay. Earth's leaders gave speeches about unity and hope. They promised that even if the galaxy had turned away, humanity would not fall. People set up new communities. They shared what they had, helped strangers, and tried to remember that they were all in this together. At night, Lily sat outside under the stars with Matt. She missed her old life, but she felt stronger with every passing day. Matt squeezed her hand. "We will find the truth, Lily, and we will show the galaxy who we are." Lily nodded, looking up at the sky. Even though the gates were closed, she believed that one day humanity would find a way to return to the stars. Matt woke up early the next day, still tired from the long night at the embassy. He looked outside and saw that the city felt strange and quiet. There were fewer people on the streets. Some shops had closed, and others had signs asking for understanding and peace. He picked up his bag and walked to the embassy. He knew things would never be the same. At the embassy, Lily was already working. She was helping families who had just arrived from other cities and even from other planets. Some people were afraid. Some were angry and wanted answers. The embassy's main hall was crowded. People talked in low voices, worried about their future. Matt saw parents with children, old people who looked tired, and young men and women carrying small bags, their faces pale with worry. Clara, the embassy's director, moved quickly through the crowd. She tried to answer questions, but there was little she could say. The Galactic Council had made its decision, and no one knew if it could be changed. Clara handed Matt a list of jobs. "Help with the transport teams," she said. "We need to make sure everyone can leave safely." Matt found his friend Tony already working near the transport hub. Tony was cheerful and always made jokes, even in hard times. "I guess we're going home sooner than we planned," Tony said. "Maybe Earth will be quiet for once." Matt smiled, but inside he felt sad. "It won't be the same, Tony. People are scared." The embassy was in contact with other human embassies on alien worlds. Each one sent back the same message: humans must return home. On some planets, the aliens were helpful and tried to make things easy for the humans. On others, people reported anger, protests, and even violence. Matt heard stories about human shops being broken into and families being chased away. It made him worry for everyone's safety. Lily sat with a group of children, trying to make them laugh. She showed them how to say funny words in alien languages, and for a little while, the children smiled. But the parents watched the doors, waiting for the next announcement. News feeds showed ships leaving distant worlds, heading back to Earth. Some humans cried as they said goodbye to alien friends, promising to write letters or send messages when they could. Later that day, a message arrived from the Galactic Council. All human ambassadors and staff were called to a last meeting. Lily and Matt were told to come as support. They traveled in a small transport, looking out the window at the city below. They saw lines of people waiting for rides, some carrying pets, others carrying only what they could hold. The city was quiet, and even the aliens seemed sad. When they reached the council's building, it was full of noise. Aliens from many worlds had come to watch the meeting. Some looked curious, others looked angry, and a few waved at the humans. Lily felt a heavy weight in her chest inside. Ambassador Megan stood tall. She was tired but determined. She spoke to the council members, telling them about all the good things humanity had done in the galaxy. She spoke about the doctors who helped stop a plague, the builders who made bridges on new worlds, and the teachers who helped children from many species learn together. She asked the council to give Earth another chance. One council member, a tall alien with blue skin, replied, "Humans are strong. You bring change wherever you go. Some fear your ways. Some say you do not respect the old rules." Megan answered, "We change, yes, but we always try to do good. We learn from others and want to help. Please do not judge us by our worst days. Judge us by our best." The council listened, but many had already made up their minds. After a long, tense silence, the council leader made the final announcement. Earth is to be removed from the Concord. All gates to human worlds will close in 3 days. You must go. Megan thanked the council, even though her voice was shaking. The humans in the room stood together, holding on to each other for strength. Lily felt tears in her eyes, but she wiped them away and stood with her friends. After the meeting, the humans left the council building. Some aliens came to say goodbye. One young alien handed Lily a small gift, a painted stone. "I hope you remember us," she said. Lily smiled and hugged her. "I will never forget." Outside, Matt found Varric waiting in the shadows. Varric's yellow eyes looked sad. "I am sorry," he said. "Many of us do not want this." "I will help you if I can," Matt nodded. "Thank you, Varric. We may need friends in the days to come." As the humans traveled back to the embassy, they talked quietly. Some wanted to fight the council's order, but most knew it was useless. The galactic gates were powerful, and without them, travel between worlds would be nearly impossible. The embassy became even busier as people rushed to make plans. Matt worked late into the night, checking transport schedules and helping families find a way home. Lily comforted people and helped them send messages to relatives on faraway worlds. That night, the city was filled with the sound of ships leaving. The sky was dotted with the blue and green trails of transports flying back to Earth. Children watched from windows as the lights faded. Some drew pictures of the stars, worried they might never see them again. The next morning, Lily walked through the embassy, making sure everyone was cared for. She met a group of students who had just come from an alien school. They told her about the gifts they got from their friends. Lily tried to smile and promise them that one day things would get better. Matt met with Tony and other engineers to talk about what would happen when they all returned to Earth. "We have to be ready for anything," Matt said. "We might have to fix old systems, grow new food, and teach people how to live without the Concord." Tony nodded. "We can do it. We're human." Later that day, news spread that some aliens were coming to the embassy gates to say goodbye. Many brought gifts, food, and notes. There were hugs and tears. Some aliens promised they would visit Earth when they could. Others just stood silently, not sure what to say. Varric came to Lily with news. "Some of the council do not trust the vote," he whispered. "They believe someone lied to them. I will try to learn more, but it is dangerous." Lily thanked him. "Be careful, Varric. We need friends like you." The embassy staff worked without rest. Megan called a meeting and told everyone, "We will help every human return home." We will not leave anyone behind. Matt, Lily, Tony, and the others made lists, organized transports, and comforted families. There were moments of anger, fear, and sadness. But sometimes there was hope, a kind word, a small gift, or a smile from a friend. As the days passed, the embassy became a place of both sorrow and strength. When the last day arrived, Matt and Lily stood together on the roof of the embassy, watching the sunrise. "Do you think we'll ever come back?" Lily asked. Matt put his arm around her shoulders. "One day. But for now, we have to help our people. We have to show the galaxy who we really are." As the sun rose over the quiet city, the humans prepared to leave. The future was uncertain, but together they would face whatever came next. Lily walked down the busy street in New Denver, listening to the chatter of people and the low hum of passing transports. The city felt more alive than ever. Earth had become a new center of learning and trade in the galaxy, and people from other worlds walked among the crowds, their bright clothes and strange voices mixing with the human population. Lily smiled as she hurried to the Galactic Embassy, her mind busy with new translation work she had to finish. Her friend Matt was already waiting outside, holding a cup of coffee for her. Matt was always early. He worked as an engineer for the embassy, helping to maintain all the new technology the aliens brought with them. He was tall and strong, with a kind face and brown hair that stuck up after a long night working on the power grids. He handed Lily the coffee with a tired grin. "You look tired," Lily said as she took the cup. "You should see the mess in the main server room," Matt said. "The computers are complaining in 3 different languages," Lily laughed. "I could try to talk to them. Maybe they just need a kind word." They walked into the embassy together. Lily loved her job as a linguist, helping humans and aliens understand each other. She often worked with Varric, an alien who was her friend. Varric came from a cold world and looked almost like a lizard, with gray skin and gentle yellow eyes. He was waiting for her inside the embassy's main hall. Looking worried. Before Lily could say hello, a loud alarm sounded in the building. People stopped moving. All the screens on the walls turned red. A serious voice began to speak in every language at once. The message was simple and clear. To all humans, by order of the Galactic Council, Earth and all human colonies are to be removed from the Galactic Concord. All humans must return to their homeworld. There was silence at first. Then voices rose everywhere. Some people shouted, others asked questions. Lily's heart began to beat faster. She looked at Matt, who was staring at the screen with wide eyes. Varric lowered his head and made a quiet, sad sound. Lily did not know what to do. She felt confused and afraid. Matt put a hand on her shoulder, trying to comfort her, but his hand was shaking. The embassy's director, a thin woman named Clara, called everyone to attention. "Stay calm," Clara said. "We will receive more information soon. Please go to your work areas and wait." People began to move again, but nothing felt normal. Lily followed Matt and Varric to her office, where she sat at her desk, trying to understand what had happened. She read the message again. It was not a mistake. The Galactic Council had made its decision. Humans were no longer welcome in the wider galaxy. Varric sat across from her. He looked very serious. "I'm sorry, Lily," he said softly. "Many of us did not want this." Matt asked, "Do you know why this is happening?" Varric hesitated. "There are many rumors. Some say humans are too dangerous, too strong-willed. Some leaders think your species does not follow the rules." Lily shook her head. "We have always tried to help. We shared our science and learned from others. We made friends." Varric looked away. "Not everyone in the galaxy trusts humans. There are those who think you will not listen, that you change too much, too quickly." Matt frowned. "That's not fair. We worked hard to join the Concord." Lily wondered what would happen next. She thought about her family, her friends, and the many humans who lived on other worlds. Would they all have to come back to Earth? Would They be able to leave in time? She felt a sudden wave of sadness. People around the city soon learned about the message. News feeds showed groups of humans gathering, some crying, some angry, some just silent. On the alien side of the city, shops closed early. Some aliens sent messages of support, while others stayed away, unsure what to do. At the embassy, Clara gathered her staff for a meeting. "We will help everyone return home," she said, "but we need to stay strong. This is not the end for us." Lily watched as her colleagues made lists of humans living in the city and contacted their families. Matt worked with the engineers to check the transport systems. The embassy became a place of action, but under everything was fear and confusion. In the evening, Lily sat alone at her desk, looking at the stars outside her window. She thought of all the things humanity had done. Humans had helped heal a plague on the planet Nera. Human builders had made new bridges on alien worlds. Children from Earth and other planets played together in the parks. She wondered why that was not enough. A quiet knock came at her door. It was Varric, holding a small datapad. "There is something you should see," he said. Lily followed Varric to a quiet corner of the embassy. He showed her a message in a language she had not seen before. "This was sent to a group of council members before the vote," Varric explained. "It says humans are a threat, that you are planning to take over the galaxy. It is a lie, but some believed it." Lily felt cold. "So someone wanted us gone." "Yes," Varric said, "not everyone, but enough to make this happen." Matt joined them, looking tired and angry. "We have to tell people." Lily nodded. "We will, but we need proof." The night felt long. Across Earth and the colonies, people talked about the message, the reasons behind it, and what would happen next. On the news, some human leaders spoke of anger and betrayal. Others asked for calm and patience. No one had clear answers. Lily fell asleep at her desk, dreaming of stars she might never see again. When she woke, the city outside looked different, quieter. The future was uncertain, but Lily knew one thing: whatever happened, humanity would have to face it together. She stood up, ready to help in any way she could.